Hello there to anybody that is watching this right now. That's my new layout for my own personal channel. Jason, don't panic. It'll be all back to normal in 2 seconds. Oh, someone doesn't like that straight away. Oh my god. And the general lookout is I'd have that there, me down there. Hello, mate. And then I'd have my YouTube video, whatever I'd be playing right there on the old thingamajig. So let's just wait for a few people to tune in live. This is the pre-show before the pre-show. Let's get Tweet out there. Oh yeah, I've got a new Twitter account as well. Can you guess what it's called? Yeah, Total Stevo. Total Stevo. It's all there. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, by all means, follow me on Twitter. Just Total Stevo, for crying out loud. I'm just going to quickly do the old admin. Send it out. Send it out that we're live. And then we can just get on with the show and predict Game Week 32, where, of course, last week I did exceptionally well. It's just that it seems that something was corrupt, semi-sweet potato. To be fair, I think a lot of people, I don't know why, they missed the deadline, which is very, very unusual indeed. So we are live. We are live talking all things, yep, you guessed it, fantasy football, talking all things at Official FPL. Click the link below. Oops. Fuck me. Can I? Oops. Can't even do that right, can I? Click the link below. Done. Right, that's tweeted out. I'll share that on Discord. Put that in the Discord. Put that in general. We are now live. See what people are saying. If there is anybody saying anything, the answer is a march. Gabriel de Rob, hello. What's this got to do with yeah, isn't that a quote of mine, Gabriel de Rob? What's this got to do with fantasy football? Nothing. It's got FA to do with fantasy football. Just need to go on my one, retweet that, and then we can get on with it. Hit the live. Quote tweet. Hashtag FPL. You are the only one. Isn't that the song that we used in the summer? You are the only one. Yeah, you get the idea with that. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, I've set up a this is my YouTube channel, which I'll be discussing all things deathcore and gym. I did one today, sent one out today, blogging my road to 160 kilograms. Why don't I just put my face up? Why don't I just put my face up on there? I don't know why I'm hiding it. There we are. Hello. My road to 160 kilogram deadlift and various other weights. So I'm doing a video blog every time I go to the gym, just discussing it and everything. And then I'm also doing these stupid videos where essentially, as I've just said, I just go on YouTube and just go on YouTube and just watch a video. Normally I go on the website Slam Worldwide and essentially I go and react to the first video that's up there. I have no idea what the band is going to be or anything, and I just click on the video and just see what happens. If you want to, like I said, if you want to check it out, just I don't even have a link to anything, I'm afraid, but it'll be there somewhere. It's on my Twitter account. Anyway, let's play your style of music now, shall we? Let's crack on with it. So here we go. See you in a minute, guys. See you in 2 seconds.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Hello there, good morning and welcome to the latest Elite FPL show with myself, Stevo, where of course today we are discussing double, I mean if you can call it a double, more like prolonged, I don't know any other words that I can use to describe this 1 week game week. Yes, a whole bloody week starts tomorrow and finishes next week bloody Thursday. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I highly recommend for anybody to have a listen of FPL Surgery, but more importantly, the FPL General. The FPL General was on there. And he said this earlier, and I don't even know where I put it yet. There we are. I can't be bothered to even bring it up, but he was just talking about essentially how burnout is a very strong word in the world of fantasy football at the moment. It's kind of why I've gone down a slightly different venture regarding my own YouTube stuff that I've been doing this morning, funnily. And all it is just an extension of my Twitter account, which is just an extension of my personality. Basically, I just have a laugh, have a bit of fun. Anything I enjoy, I'll just record. I just find that there's just so much fakeness in this world at the moment, you know. But whatever. And yeah, anyway, the point being is that I am finding this season just dragging on and on and on. I mean, this game week is just, I don't really care about it from a real life perspective. It's just, I'd just rather it just be all done and dusted in like a few days and at least we can move on. But this is just going to be ridiculous. Ironically, I'm on holiday next week. I'm actually away, full stop. So I'm not going to be doing, unfortunately, I can't do any members videos next week whatsoever. So don't expect any daily members videos next week. But yeah, it's a very, very drawn out one. And you know, there are a few matches. I think that this specific game week is going to be one of those where I think that everybody's going to be as... who was it that said it 2 seconds ago? Shalom saying about, you know... What did he specifically say? He said the stream should just be 100 reasons why Kane should be captain. I couldn't even think of one, to be honest with you. I mean, just listen to James on Planet FPL, one of the funniest breakdowns I heard on their show yesterday, reviewing the Tottenham match, and he was just I can't quote it, but he just said words to the effect of just if you got Tottenham players, you've got them, don't bother bringing them in. Hence why I brought one in. But yeah, don't bother bringing them in. And to be honest with you, I think there are some matches which we're all overlooking. The likes of Man City, Liverpool, Man United. I'm expecting those three teams to score quite heavily, specifically Liverpool and Man United. I know Rodrigo's here, going to be blocking off my predictions. Last week I did very well on my predictions. It's just annoyingly it didn't go through. So yeah, I'm hoping this week that nothing is a mess up and my scores go through and everything. Because, like I say, here we go, blonde. I do pride myself on my predictions. Where's Rodrigo? Where's Bilal? Where is Bilal? That's what we want to know, because once Bilal's here, we can start cracking on with it. But yeah, I'm just going to show you what I did, to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to hide what I did. I may as well just get on with it. So I did my transfers Sunday evening, I think it was. And members will know this. I've already discussed it. But for people that aren't members, basically I had a dilemma of who to replace Kevin De Bruyne with, so I was able to bring in Kane, and it was one of two players. It was either Lucas Moura or Jared Bowen. The reason why I went Lucas Moura is just because he's got 2 games, that's it, that's the only reason, and I'm fully aware that Jared Bowen is probably going to end up outscoring Lucas Moura. I'm predicting Spurs to get four goals in these 2 fixtures. But the history and the form is not suggesting that. The history and the form is suggesting... if I can see... Well, ironically, the history suggesting and the form is suggesting 4 goals. But they're going to be tight games specifically in the Everton one. I do think that first fixture for Tottenham is going to be extremely tight. It's going to be very, very difficult. I don't think it's going to be easy whatsoever. But it's just the fact that Everton at home are rubbish. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think that if I didn't own Kane, I think that would be madness. So I'll happily have him in for this specific game week. There's a possibility as well that if I hear that Calvert-Lewin is out... and Rafinha's fit, I'll probably pay Rafinha over Calvert-Lewin. In fact, I might as well just do that now, actually. Let's just quickly swap that round now. So hopefully, Rafinha will be fine. I'm not expecting much from Calvert-Lewin in that, and I'm not expecting much from Everton, full stop, in that particular fixture. I'm expecting that to be very low scoring, despite me saying that Tottenham are going to win it 2-1. It's going to be really, really tight. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1 Tottenham. I expect them to win because it's a must-win game. But my team that I'm going to be playing, in fact, I'm certainly not going to be playing Areola. Christ, I'll be playing Martinez. That's 2 changes. So Martinez, Cancelo, Alonso, Azpilicueta, Trent, Salah, Moura, Jota, Lingard, Rafinha, and Kane captain. I know Vince has been banging on about the triple captaincy. I'm really not really bothered with it, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, as Jason said on this stream the other day, and I'll tell you what, talking to Jason, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. If you're unaware, Jason is going to be doing an extended stream tomorrow. He's going to be starting, I think, he's openly going to be starting about 6 o'clock. That's the hope. And he's going to be going all the way through. I can't believe he's doing this, but well done to him. Fair play to him. And he's going to go all the way through to the end of Everton versus Tottenham. So I would highly recommend staying around for that and going with it. And the whole saying, what do you think about triple captain and Son this game week? I wouldn't bother if I was you. I would not bother right now. I would just avoid triple captaincy on Tottenham, full stop. I respect James on Planet FPL's opinion a lot, and if they were to lose against Everton, which there's a genuine possibility that they could lose, then Mourinho against Southampton is not going to be playing a full strength team against Southampton. He's going to be playing the bunch of Europa League kids that no one cares about, and he said that there's a small possibility that Kane and Son could be benched versus Southampton, and I mean, I'd laugh my head off if that was the case. I would. I'm personally not bothering wasting my triple captaincy on this particular game week. Hearing what could potentially happen in, game week 37 or whatever, I'm hoping that maybe there could be a couple of fixtures. I've even touted, this is ridiculous, I know, but I don't care. I've even touted potentially Wilfried Zaha, because there's a very good chance that he can have a double game week versus 2 favourable fixtures. And I know Crystal Palace are hopeless, but Zaha, he's always at it. He's always determined to do something. So yeah, I'm using it for a later date. The bench boost. Christ knows when I'm going to be using my bench boost. Dread saying it's going to be a marathon stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be fascinated by it because it's really weird, because now it's all back to normal now. Everything's out of lockdown and we can all just get on with our lives. Isn't it amazing how busy, areas are now since the old lockdowns come out of play and everything's open? Once this stream ends, I'm going to go and see if I can get a haircut. Finally get rid of this mess. Finally go for a 1. I normally go for a 1 and a 3, but that's a bit too extreme. So what I did after the last lockdown, I kind of liked it really, is the Phil Foden haircut, I realised, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 1, 2 and 8. Yeah, so I'll be going through that. Maybe I could do a members stream. Get him a flaming haircut, get a grip of yourself. But yeah, it's amazing how busy everything is, and it's just really nice to be going back into some form of routine. It's nice to be actually able to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, I don't need to go for a drive and do nothing when I come back home. Go out for a walk in the same areas which I can't be bothered to walk ever again. I can now actually do something like go back to, like I did today, go back to the gym and everything, and just actually feel like I'm doing something productive on my days off, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, because I've been up since 2:30 this morning, went to gym at I left here at 3:45, so I got there about 4 o'clock. Did only like a 30-minute session and then cleared off back here. Had a bit of a panic attack, and because I had to get another email address to get a new Twitter account, which is just absolutely ludicrous. And then all this convoluted nonsense to try and log into Elite FPL, and in fact, all this convoluted nonsense to log into my old email account, which I couldn't do from my other. Absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah. So I eventually did a couple of videos on my other channel, and then here I am now doing this live, and it is really weird doing live videos because without going over it, I do so many members videos on a daily basis that not doing it live is very odd, and it's really cool that you guys are here to do I sleep during the day? It's an unusual name. I don't recognise that name. Kick your ass. Kick your ass. No, I don't sleep through the day. I just go to bed really early. I go to bed usually at... Basically, my sleep routine is settled down at about 5 o'clock in the evening, and then by about anywhere between 6:30 and 7:15 is when it's lights out, and then I just basically go to sleep and then wake up anywhere between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. And the only time I go to sleep is after work. So when I finish my shift, I'll come home, and usually I'm just so exhausted from my job, I basically just sleep for a couple of hours. So basically, I do have a couple of hours sleep, but I still go to bed at about, like I did last night. I went to sleep yesterday at about, I don't know, when did I get home from work yesterday? 11:45, so about 12 o'clock, and I woke up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, well, Dan's here I always do this to Dan. You ask him to come live on air, he doesn't bother, and yet he's here now watching it. Am I still in the Elimination League? To be completely blunt, and all the guys know, all the members know this, I don't take any league seriously. I don't follow any league seriously. I talk about it in respect to, on the members videos, specifically the Invitational League. Jason does the... Jason does the Super Cup stuff, because I can't access anything. I can only access the Invitational League, and I'm going to be leaving all the leagues next season. The only two that I'm going to be keeping up from next season is going to be the Torbay Elite and the... Here we are, I'll just scroll down so you can see. The Torbay Elite, it's on the right hand side, so the Torbay Elite and the Invitational League, that's the only two leagues that I'm going to be participating in. And also, I'm going to be doing my own head-to-head league, a total Stevo head-to-head league, but there's going to be some rules and not restrictions, but there's going to be rules in place next season of how you can enter that specific league, and it's the only way I can do it in a knowing that basically the people that are going to be participating actually follow what myself and Jason do and are actually part of essentially the channel. I don't want any random individuals joining. Steve-O, hello Davey. Steve-O, what's that? I don't ever look at the chat, and the second I look to the left, there it is. Steve-O, can you stop getting banned from Twitter? Thank you. Rest in peace, Steve. Yeah, if you're unaware, I was banned again. I think it was the second or third time. Yeah, my advice is, do you know what the irony is? I could show it on here. Here is the irony, and this is what it was. I can happily show you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a question of, can I bloody find it? And the answer will probably be no. It was, you know, when Edison Cavani... There we are. Here it is. This is what I put up on YouTube. That. You won't be able to see it. It won't repeat, will it? But basically that there. Let me hit play. That's it. Basically, I just sped up Cavani's goal, and it was like a naught. It's 1 second, and they instantly banned me. Instantly. I mean, I find it. So I had to set up this one instead, which is just here. There we are. There I am. So it's at Total Stevo. But yeah, I had to set up a new one. I just find it absolutely ludicrous, to be honest with you. I just, like, you can put up any... There was a joke in Extras where Andy Millman turns to Maggie and Maggie's asking about, like, swapping out legs and arms and stuff and all this. Oh, it was about the bloke with the big foot. And he's like, yeah, you can go to any surgeon in the world, you can have your arm amputated, you can have your new organs, you can have a new leg, but when it comes to having a normal foot, you can't do it. So it's the same with this stupid thing, isn't it? It's, you can upload videos of horrible things, you can be abusive, you can say what the hell you want, but the second you upload an edited version of a goal scored, you are banned instantly. Just think about that. Think about that. Hello, Ray. Evening from Leicester striker double up for me this week. I wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't bother. That's a tough game to call. That's really tough. I think that is a horrible fixture. I certainly would not be. If Iheanacho hadn't have scored those two goals out of nowhere, well, to be fair, I didn't see one of them, but certainly the first one, which was a wonder goal. You know, it would have been. It's just the fact West Ham can't defend. West Brom, on the other hand, they're turning it around. So, yeah, I wouldn't be doubling up on that. Cavani though, he was a player. I didn't actually say. For a -8, I was seriously thinking of bringing in Cavani versus Burnley. Because I'm expecting a lot of goals in that game, specifically from Man United. I've got 4 goals. I'm expecting Man United to destroy us with 4 goals. Yep, 4 goals. Hello, Nuclear Atoms. I'm not expecting that to be an easy fixture for us. In fact, it's normally history. History is quite good for us. But unfortunately, with the form that we're showing at the moment, which is just all-out attack, teams are just destroying us at the moment, and basically we're being picked off. And if teams had better strikers or midfielders, the likes of Man City, Man United, Chelsea, honestly, just target Burnley. And you know what? As we've said, this whole double game week, is it clouding our eyes when it comes to captaining a single game week player? Like I said, I think that Liverpool, Man United and Man City have got really good fixtures. I'm not going to lie. I've already called it. So my original plan was to maybe bring in Jared Bowen. He'll outscore Mora. And also just keeping Kevin De Bruyne. He'll outscore Kane easily. Essentially, I've just done Kevin De Bruyne out for Kane, really. And I just know that Kevin De Bruyne is going to have a worldie against Aston Villa and get a double-digit scoreline. Obviously, City went through past Borussia Dortmund last night. Not that I follow anything to do with Champions League, so to speak. I just see the scores and go, oh yeah. Same with them, if Davies still is. Same with Liverpool. Oh, 0-0. Oh, they actually kept a clean sheet against one of the best teams in the world. Funny that. Can't keep a clean sheet against a team in Aston Villa that can't score whatsoever. Yeah, when it comes to Real Madrid, yeah, we'll just keep a casual clean sheet against. You can't make it up, can you? Cannot make it up. Funny how my friend Naz at work, he said, we'll win 4-1. And I went, 4-1? Are you having a laugh? There is no way in hell that you're beating Real Madrid 4-1. I said it's going to be a tight game. 1-0 either way. 1-1. 2-1, something like that. But your home record is terrible. And I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid beat you on the night. But obviously that didn't happen. It ended 0-0. It has no bearing on fantasy. Well, it does actually have a bearing on fantasy football. My understanding is now is that it's going to mean that Liverpool can now just fully focus on 4th spot at the end of the day, which is going to be very good for us triple owners of Liverpool, albeit, you know, Salah's not particularly looking that brilliant, I don't think. I think that double up of Jota and Trent is good enough. Salah, if you've got the luxury. Nuclear Atom saying, we didn't even go for it against Liverpool. We just sat back and waited. Are you a Real Madrid fan, are you? And, well, they didn't need to do anything, did they, Real Madrid? They were 3-1 up. At the end of the day, if you're 3-1 up in the Champions League, you don't need to do anything to to try and go through. You're through anyway. It's just like not cause any upsets or make any stupid mistakes, and you'll go through fine. How the hell have we been speaking for 30 minutes? Albeit 5 minutes of it is the intro, but Christ almighty. It's ludicrous. That's madness. Shall we, let's go on with the predictions, shall we? And let's just see what you guys are all thinking. I've got, if Dan's still listening, I have got a couple of questions on the Arsenal fixture. Specifically about one game that they played against Fulham. Can you guess what year it was? In fact, I'll ask 3 questions actually on that particular fixture. That'll be a bit of fun. That'll stop the cheaters from going. Rodrigo saying, "Let's go." Yeah, let's go and copy Steve-O. Like I say, I pride myself on my predictions. I'm normally not that bad. I'm normally pretty good. Look out for all I'll say is that listen out for mine and Rodrigo's predictions. Rodrigo doing very well in the score predictor game along with myself. Bilal isn't here. He's topping it at the moment. So, yeah. So, Everton versus Spurs. As I said, I'm expecting this to be a very, very, very tight game. It's not going to be open. Spurs off the back of a shambolic performance against United. By all accounts, it looks to James anyway, like I said, I respect James's opinion, that there's something going on behind the scenes in the dressing room with Tottenham, and it's not looking good. And obviously this is a really important game for both teams. This is the most important game of the 2 games for Tottenham. And I'm only saying this because of Everton's home record. Everton's home record is shocking. That's why I'm going with a 2-1 victory to Spurs. But honestly, it's the classic line of it's only going to be 1 goal in it. 1-1, 0-0, 1-0 either way, 2-1 either way, but more in favour of Spurs. The win's more in favour of Spurs, I think. I've gone 2-1. Matthew Saishi 1-1. Ray Joyce 0-0. Ray Joyce is Hey Ray, you're doing very well actually, aren't you? You're doing well. I think you're 10th, aren't you, in the score predictor game? Let me have a quick look to see, because I know there's a few familiar faces that tune in live, which are part of the score predictor game. Davey, where are you in the score predictor game, eh? Join up next season. Let's see where Ray Joyce is. Yeah, hold on a minute here. So, I must have not. See, there's a live reaction. Prat. See, I didn't realise that the deadline... So the deadline for the score predictor game is the same as FPL's deadline. I didn't know that. Nasu's another one. He got 0 points. So there clearly something was going on with the game, because all these points have been updated now. But I know for flaming Nora, I'd certainly be ahead of you, Ray. So you've moved up to 8th. I'm 10th. Flaming Nora. So I would have definitely have got at least, let's just say 15 points. So that would have taken me up to 1,000. That would have taken me to, I think I would have just been above you, Ray. So I'd still be 8th. And I'd be a few points behind Rodrigo, who's here. Flaming hell, that's really annoying. But the top is so tight. 4 points. Bilal, come on, mate. Bilal, 4 points between you and Lino. And then you've got FPL Maestro in third. He's been there all season, it seems. And then Firetog's catching up with him. And you've got Paul C. And Venky's out. Then Rodrigo, Ray, Ake, and then me. That's really annoying. So it wasn't a cock-up, but anyway. Got to watch those deadlines. Yeah, I just don't know why there should be a deadline on the score predictor game until literally the last minute. Once literally before the game kicks off, I think you should be able to do whatever you like. But am I close to beating Bilal? No. I would have, if I had if my scores had gone through this week, I would have been about approximately 80 points off Bilal. But because Bilal and Lino, you've got basically Bilal, Lino, Maestro and Firetog and Paul C, basically the top 5. Those 5 have been storming this score predictor game, like doing really well, especially Bilal and Lino. Lino's a professional. Lino's a professional bettor, a gambler, professional gambler. So I don't want to do him a disservice, but I haven't heard from Lino actually for ages. Normally keeps me up to date like once every 4 weeks about what's going on. But yeah, Lino's a professional at this. So the fact that Bilal's beaten him is an extraordinary achievement. And the likes of Maestro, who is a regular contributor to us, especially on Twitter, and Firetog, who's a regular, he's obviously a member and everything, and does the Super Cup. And then you've got Paul C. But yeah, those are those 5 are so consistent. Whereas myself, Rodrigo, Venkizao, Ake, and Ray, it's basically a fight for who's going to get probably 5th spot. I think Paul C is. I think Firetog's just about safe in 4th. I think he's going to get enough points to see him over the line. I don't think he'll catch Maestro. It's just the consistency. Whereas Paul C, there's a good chance that he's only 5 points clear of 6th. He's 17 points clear of Rodrigo. And then there's a big gap. And because of my stupidity, I cannot catch. There's no way in hell I'm catching. There's no way in hell I'm catching Firetog, Paul C. I might be able to catch Rodrigo, but I think Rodrigo's now gone. So it's now going to be a fight between me and Ray. So Ray, you can block me off if you want with your flaming score predictions. As you say, watch those deadlines. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm expecting a very tight game between Everton versus Spurs, which is happening tomorrow evening. And like I said, just a quick reminder, Jason is going to be covering that game live. We then move on to Newcastle versus West Ham. Saturday at... Oh, it's 12:30, is it? Okay, Saturday at 12:30. Didn't they move it around for that Prince Philip funeral, I believe? Newcastle versus West Ham. One team in good form, the other team in excellent form. So that's why I'm going with a 1-1. I'm predicting this to be a 1-1. Newcastle of late, they've got their wins versus they got their wins or their draws versus the rubbish teams. West Ham, on the other hand, they're just scoring for fun at the moment, but they're up against the Newcastle team, which they're always resilient. Can I see West Ham winning? Obviously. But I just think they're going to cancel each other out, and I think this is going to be a draw. I didn't actually say for the Everton game, for the history saying 1-1. And the form is based on the last 6 home fixtures for Everton and the last 6 away fixtures for Spurs, and the form is saying 1-1. In this case, for Newcastle versus West Ham, I'm going 1-1. The history saying 2-0 to Newcastle. That's 2-0 to Newcastle. Whereas the form is suggesting 2-2. You guys, what are you guys saying? Johnson. Oh, Johnson. 2-1 to West Ham. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Mikros is saying 3-1 to West Ham. Matthew Zaichi 3-1. Rodrigo 2-1. Yeah, Ray Joyce watching and listening. 3-1 to West Ham. There's a lot of 3-1s. You're expecting West Ham to score a lot past Newcastle. I think Newcastle are going to be thinking to themselves, look, this is our final easy fixture. Let me just have a quick look at Newcastle's upcoming games. I'm pretty certain that after this specific match, their fixture list turns extremely ugly. Let's just have a look at fixtures here. Yeah, so after this game, it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, Man City. So they've basically got to get something out of this specific game to stand any chance of I mean, at the moment they are, if I look at this screen here, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. They're 6 points. Oh, right, okay. They're 6 points clear of Fulham with a game in hand, so actually they are safe. I may change that prediction. I may change it to 2-1 to West Ham. Maybe 2-0 West Ham. Yeah, Newcastle are now safe. I can't see Fulham overturning 6 points. I mean, without wanting to keep saying this friggin' line, I'm sure it annoys people, but as James says on Planet FPL, if Fulham were to get some decent results versus us, Burnley, Southampton, and ironically against Newcastle, there's a possibility they could pull away, but Fulham have not looked that great. Their last win was against Liverpool, ironically, 1-0. Since then, lost 3-0, 2-1, 3-1, 1-0. So yeah, I think Newcastle players, I think they need to maybe get one more result, and I think they can get it versus West Ham. I think I'll probably stick with 1-1. Looking at that now, I think I'll stick with 1-1 for that game. And like I said, the history's saying 2-0 to Newcastle, whereas the form's saying 2-2. Wolves versus Sheffield United. Horrible game. I'm really not. I'm really not looking forward to this at all. I'm not even going to watch this game. I couldn't care less about it. And I'm just going to get out of the way. 1-0. 1-0 to Wolves. Did I say that? 1-0? Yeah. 1-0 to Wolves. Sheffield United is absolutely useless. Wolves are absolutely useless. Hey, the Cape FPL's here. 1-0 to Wolves. Johnson 2-0. Blonde. So at least we agree there'll be goals in this match. Is Wilson back? I think there'll be goals mainly because West Ham are rubbish defensively. That's all. That is all. Rodrigo saying 1-0 Wolves. Yeah. Dread FPL 1. I think we'll all come to the consensus that Wolves have got at least a goal in them against Sheffield United. Maybe 0-0, but yeah. Johnson saying Sheffield United are a poo. Absolute joke. I couldn't agree with you more. They are absolute pants. The history saying 2-0, and the form is saying 1-0. Matthew Zaishi is giving 2 goals to Wolves. 2 goals. Who's going to score for Wolves? They've lost Neto. Traore is a complete waste of space. J-Pat official. Sorry if you've already answered. Shall I start or bench Foden? Who are they playing? Aston Villa. I mean, it depends who the rest. Obviously, it's the classic line of it depends who the rest of your team is, who the rest of your midfielders are, or attackers. But he doesn't play, does he? Bench him. Don't worry about it. Bench him. Yes, Johnson saying a Sheffield United own goal. Traore Welder, yeah, of course. God, cancelling out my Areola. But talking of Areola, Fulham away at Arsenal. Arsenal, a team you don't know what you're going to get with them. You know, I was expecting them to beat Sheffield United. Not as I said that they should win 3 or 4-0, but they probably won't. They probably end up winning 1-0. They did win 3-0. Fulham, dead and buried. They're gone. I think they're finished, and that's why I've gone with a 2-0. 2-0 to Arsenal. Arsenal have got enough firepower in them to get past Fulham. I can't see Fulham conceding whatsoever. Mikros is saying Arsenal 2-1. You're expecting Fulham to score. Who's going to score for Fulham? The Cape FPL 2-0. Newcrafts 3-1 Arsenal. 2-0 to Arsenal. Johnson is saying Dread. 2/3 of people here need to like this stream. Yeah, by all means, yeah, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. J-Pat saying Foden masterclass in the UEFA Champions League will get benched. Didn't happen. It's happened all season, hasn't it? Certain players having wonderful matches versus the Champions League opponents, and in the following game they're benched. He's saying they're 3-1 to Arsenal. They're playing in Europe tonight, aren't they? I don't think it's going to have any effect on them whatsoever. And no, I really do expect Arsenal, yeah. I don't expect them to concede, though. Fulham are effing useless. Talking of Arsenal, so here we go. Here's quiz time. Quiz. Start chanting that, shall we? Quiz. And the quiz question is this. So, which two players were sent off in a 1-0 victory at Craven Cottage? Now, I'm deliberately not going to give away the date, but I'll have to give it away if people are struggling with the question. But which two players? Neither of them play for Fulham or Arsenal anymore. However, one of them is in the Premier League still. So, which two players were sent off in a 1-0 victory to Arsenal at Craven Cottage? One of the players does not exist anymore, and the other player is still in the Premier League. Mikra saying, if Arsenal get knocked out of the Europa League tonight, I'll take out Son for Saka in game week 33 to fund Trent. So cheap. Yeah, I agree. Blonde saying, Louis. No, forget it. No, it wasn't Louise. It's not. Although I can say that that player does play for. Yes, J-Pat. Flaming hell. I was just going to answer Blonde's point about one of the players does play for Chelsea. So Relic turns saying Zamora, Johnson saying Senderos and Louise, then J-Pat coming in saying, oh my God, Giroud and Sidwell. All right then. What year was that then? What year was that particular game played then? Let's test your knowledge there, J-Pat. You're saying that Sidwell, is he still at Brighton? Maybe as a coach. I mean, I don't think he's playing anymore. He may be a coach somewhere, but he certainly ain't. He can't be playing. He certainly ain't playing. No chance. Absolute no chance. Maybe he's on the coaching team, but certainly on my favourite website, he's not on there. He's definitely not on there. But what year was that game then? Come on, J-Pat. Can you get it? Can you get that year? Well done. Well, all right. Relic returns. Spot on. 2013, yeah. It was 2013. Oh, unlucky J-Pat. Oh, it's 2013. All right. What month? What month was it? You're at college, J-Pat, were you? Who cares what bloody year? Who cares? I've got another question here. Oh, yeah. Here's the other question. I can't do the impression of your laugh. No, it wasn't November. It wasn't December. God. It was April. All right, all right then. Who scored the only goal then? So we know who was sent off that day. Who scored the only goal for Arsenal and who assisted? Who got the goal and who got the assist? Isn't that how the podcast goes? Who got the assist? In fact, I'm gonna have to record that. Here we go. Classic Steve-O, clickbait time. Oh, come on. Come on. I keep pressing the wrong bloody button here. Who got the assist? Who got the assist? You never know, they may use me as an intro from now on rather than one of their girlfriends. Who got the goal and who got the assist? I think this is more harder. Come on, J-Pat. You know he got sent off here. No, it wasn't Giroud. Cazorla? No. Johnson saying Giroud assist, Sidwell own got no. Nuke Ram saying Ozil got the assist, no. Dread FPL, if it wasn't Weetabix, if he got sent off. I've got to go. Have a good Thursday, everybody. Oh dear. J Pat has been embarrassed into not wanting to answer this pointless question. The one person that actually is being praised on a flaming channel, and he's gone. The Cape FPL Walcott. No, it wasn't. No. It was. I'll give you a clue. It was It was two defenders. So a defender got the goal, and obviously the defender got the assist. Oh, Ramanathan. Well done. But did Koscielny get the goal or the assist? Come on, Ramanathan. Can you get it in one go? Koscielny got either the goal or the assist. What was it? Welcome to Elite FPL for long, drawn-out streams talking absolute tripe. How long does it take for people to answer? Come on. How are people listening into this? Mobile phone, laptop, iPad, walking around town, listening into this dribble? Dread FPL, yep, he got the assist. Spot on. So who got the goal then? Who did Koscielny assist that day? Which defender did Koscielny assist that day? Dread FPL was on the laptop. I'll give you a clue. He's German. Did very well for Arsenal. Did very well for Germany, of course. Which player was it? And then we can move on to Man United versus Burnley. Matthew Zaishi, Monreal is not German. Come on, I've pretty much given you the answer. Koscielny whipped in the ball. And there was Mertesacker. Well done, Ramanathan. Right, let's get on with Man United versus Burnley. Jesus Christ. Man United versus Burnley. This is a game in which I think people are going to be overlooking with this double game week. I think that Fernandes is an excellent captaincy option. I think Cavani is an excellent... Correct me if I'm wrong, but... what's that off? What's that quote off? That's going to annoy me. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is that quote off? Correct me if I'm wrong, but... no, it's gone. Didn't Cavani score versus us? And Dread FPL went... Well, Dread and Jason went absolutely ape. Beep. No, that was Paul Pogba. What was the game, Dread, where Cavani scored 2 goals? Who was it against? Remind me. But yeah, I think that Cavani could be a really good punt. I've just seen someone say Greenwood. Who was that said Greenwood? Can't even read. Anand saying Greenwood hat-trick. Do you know what? Mikra saying 3-1. 3-1 if Pope isn't fit. 3-1 if Pope. 2-1 if Pope is fit. Was it against Southampton? Right. I'm assuming it was. But yeah, FPL Big saying Burnley are unbeaten in the last 2 visits. Yeah, I don't care. You've seen us? Have you seen the way we're defending at the moment? Basically, we're not defending. Hence why they're going to batter us. Cape FPL saying 2-0. Samesh saying 2-1 to Burnley. 2-1 to Burnley? I mean, based on the recent history, yeah, you bang on. But Cavani scored twice versus Southampton. 3-0, Rodrigo saying. Matthew Zay, 2-0. I'm going 4-1. I'm going 4-1 to Man United. If we defend the way we did against Newcastle, the way we did against Everton, the way we did against the other team that I've completely forgotten against, we're going to get destroyed here. We're going to get absolutely annihilated. Let me just quickly see. Burnley. Who did we get back? Oh, Southampton, that was it. That's right. We're going to get destroyed. Hence why I'm expecting Man United to have a comfortable victory here. And honestly, I think that Fernandes is a genuine captaincy choice this game week. Bick saying still Vidra goal in there. Vidra scored his 2 goals for the season over the past 3 game weeks, hasn't he? A flaming barn door. He's a hard worker, but when it comes to strikers for Burnley, we just cannot put the ball in the back of the net unless it's unless it's in the Championship where we can actually score. But then again, we're up against defences which are absolute pants. So yeah, I'm expecting Man United to have a very, very comfortable victory. And talking of comfortable victories, I'm expecting Liverpool to do exactly the same. We move on to Monday evening where it is Leeds versus Liverpool. And yeah, I'm expecting Liverpool to have... regarding the history for the Arsenal versus Fulham game, it's thinking 3-1 to Arsenal, and the form is saying 2-1. Man United, the history saying 2-1 just to Man United. But the form is saying 3-0. Leeds, on the other hand, Leeds versus Liverpool. Liverpool are absolutely fantastic away from home. Leeds have got their one victory that they need. This is an absolute must-win for Liverpool. I'm expecting Leeds to score, though, but I'm going Liverpool to batter them 3-1. The history's saying 3-1. And guess what? We've got a hat-trick of 3-1s. The form is also saying 3-1 to Liverpool. Nuka Atoms is saying 3-1. Who's saying 3-2 here? Mikras is saying 3-1. Nuka Atoms saying 3-2, sorry. Nahal is saying 2-1 to Liverpool. Leeds. Life of TikTok's my TikTok channel. TikTok, the most self-obsessed, attention-seeking BS you could ever come across. I hate it when my mate sends me these video clips of these Muppets. Oops. Rodrigo 2-1 to Leeds. FPL Bix 3-1 to Liverpool. Nigel Jeremiah 4-3. Wasn't it 4-3 last time or 4-2 I saw? Life of TikTok was Leeds 3-0. 3-0. Get a grip of yourself. Come on. The Cape FPL 3-1 win to Leeds. No. Jota could be a really good captaincy choice this game week. FPL Sum is saying 2-1 to Liverpool. I reckon, like I said, Jota, Salah being overlooked. Dread as a Liverpool fan, he's saying 2-2. No. Seen Leeds pitch. Not that means anything, but talking of goals, this next game, Chelsea versus Brighton, is certainly not going to contain goals. Obviously, this weekend we've got the FA Cup. The FA Cup fixtures Chelsea up against Man City. I believe it's on the BBC. So that game against Man City, I honestly can see Chelsea winning. I can see maybe it being 0-0 at full time and then Chelsea nicking it 1-0, maybe winning it on penalties. Maybe even Chelsea winning 1-0 here. I think it's going to be a really tight game against Manchester City, and this is going to be another tight game. And surprisingly, because of this, I have a feeling that Brighton could get something out of this game. I think Brighton is that classic line, they're no mugs. And I truly do think that Brighton could potentially do something, and I've gone 1-1. I think Brighton could do something here. It's got a very, very tight game written all over it. 1-0 to Chelsea. I've gone 1-1. Chelsea can't seem to score goals at the moment. One goal here or there. Mikra saying 2-0. Chelsea 2-0, says Matthew Zaishi. Ramanathan 2-0. Professional job. Dread saying 3-0. FPL Sun 1-0. Anand 2-0. Nahal saying Brighton home. Brighton's defence is decent. Yeah, I agree. 1-0. What's Rodrigo saying? 2-0. Sniper King 2-1 for Chelsea. Nuke Atoms 2-1 Chelsea. Dread FPL. Brighton are going to get ruined. What evidence? Chelsea are on a high after progressing in a. They've got. I'm telling you now, right? I'm telling you now, Dread. That after they play Man City, and it's a dogged match, and they come get Brown, they get brought down back to earth by Brighton. Like I said, 1-0, 0-0, something like that. The history's going 2-1 to Chelsea. And the form, though, is going 1-0. Morning, Denver. 4-1. Denver, this conversation's ended. Now then, on to Johnson. Brighton don't get ruined. This is a 1-1 or 2-1. Yeah, exactly. Tight game. Talking of which, this next particular fixture is all going to be reliant on what happened on Friday evening between Everton and Spurs. Now, I have said that I think that the Everton-Tottenham game is going to be in Tottenham's favour, just mainly because of Everton's home form. However, it could be really, really tight. Now, I'm just going to do some quick maths here, which I'm not very good at, so bear with me. You guys will know more than me. But this is obviously for fourths. Well, what did James say? This is for the Europa League Conference tournament. So if Everton win, they go on to 51 points. Tottenham win, they go on to 52 points, level with Liverpool as it stands right now. But obviously if Liverpool beat Leeds, 52, 53, 54, they go up to 4th and all this. So it's going to be extremely tight. Tottenham lose, and Everton win and everything, that could mean that Jose just goes, forget it, and he's just completely lost. Well, by all accounts, he looks like he's lost the dressing room already. This has probably got a draw written all over it, hasn't it? 1-1. The Everton-Tottenham game is draw written all over it, hasn't it? But no, I'm expecting, like I said, Tottenham to come out on top, which would mean then that depending on results for Liverpool and for Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham, let's just say for argument's sake Tottenham win, Liverpool obviously win, and let's just say West Ham do get the draw and Chelsea draw, then Mourinho's going to definitely want to put out a strong team. However, if all those teams win, I'm in agreement with James that there's a chance that there's going to be lots of rotation in this game. However, Kane never gets rotated. But the thing is, remember, they've got the final. They've got the Carabao Cup final on, on the following Sunday. So maybe that Vinicius, yeah. It's 4 days later, but it really is all down to what happens on the first game and then what happens between Newcastle, West Ham, Leeds, Liverpool and Chelsea versus Brighton. If the results go in their favour, Tottenham play a strong team versus Southampton. If it all goes as we expect, there's a very good chance that Tottenham could rotate. What's this Sniper King saying? What? People are overestimating Spurs again in hopes of their assets hauling, it seems. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm one of those idiots that have done so. Now, I've got this game down, depending on the team, but if it is full strength, give or take, I've gone 2-0 to Tottenham. History saying 2-1. The form, though, is saying 3-0. Johnson's saying, Sniper Kings, Southampton are absolute dog poo. Jacko, Sun triple captain. I said to Nahau earlier, don't bother wasting your chip on this flaming fixtures. Denver 3-2 Spurs. Rodrigo 2-0, yeah. Anand, if West Brom can beat Southampton 3-0, so can Spurs, I hope. Slight difference, West Ham have got something to play for. There's so many permutations around this particular fixture. But Spurs look terrible against United. But you'd like to think they come through and... Denver what? Wildcard is 70 points. You've had a... Denver, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Denver, you'll have to repeat that the statement. Dread FPL, Tottenham 3-0. Newcastle 4-1 to Spurs. Mikras 4-1. Anand 3-0. Johnson 3-1 because Southampton were almost as bad as Sheffield. Yeah, Sheffield poo. Ramanathan 2-0 Spurs. 3-0 against Saints. Mesut Ozil 4-0. No, it's going to be a terrible game. I always target the Spurs-Everton fixture as it's a goal fest. The extra Southampton game. Yeah, slight difference. Again, Everton are no mugs, Jacko. Spurs aren't exactly pulling up trees, and in these flaming big games, they've done pretty poorly. I wouldn't be surprised if Everton were to get something out of it. It's just the fact they're at home. If Everton were away, let's have a quick... I'm probably going to be proven wrong, as ever. But let me just check what happened last time out. So last time out, it was 1-0 to Everton, away from home in September. Calvert-Lewin with the goal by any chance? Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin with the goal. Digne with the assist. Kane up front with Son, Ali and Moura behind him. Yep, full strength team. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it's just because Everton are at home that I'm expecting Tottenham to just beat them. But this particular game against Southampton, yeah, they should win. 2-0, 2-1, something like that. But yeah, talking games that should be won, Man City, I mean, this for me has got 2-0 written all over it, and that's it. 2-0. History saying 3-0, and the form is saying 2-0. I think Kevin De Bruyne could be a really good captaincy option in this game. Aston Villa are just looking near at the moment, but they're no mugs. But I do expect Man City to come through this pretty comfortably, and I'm going with a 2-0. And then finally with Leicester versus West Brom, I know Ray Joy said about doubling up. Again, Leicester's home form is shambolic and West Brom are just shambolic. Just a few guys coming in here about... What did Newcastle say? Regarding Man City, 2-0 to Man City. Johnson 2-0. Rodrigo 1-0. Okay, you don't expect it to be too much of a battering, yeah. 2-0 City, says a March. But yeah, Leicester versus West Brom. I've gone 2-1 to Leicester, but I think this could be maybe 1-1. 1-0 Leicester. Really, really tight game. And Mikros is saying 2-0 Man City, Leicester 2-1. That's what I'm going to probably put down 2-1. Pereira on form at the moment. Ramanathan 2-1. Anand saying 2-1. Denver saying 5-1 to the Foxes. Come on, Denver, get a grip of yourself. Newcastle 3-2 to Leicester. Leicester haven't really impressed me of late. They were awful against West Ham. I mean, those 2 goals that Iheanacho scored, I mean, that was just down to the pathetic performance by West Ham. Rodrigo saying 2-1 West Brom. Ramanathan 2-2. Don't think it's going to be open enough for West Brom to score 2 goals. Leicester are pretty solid defensively when they want to be. And that's why I'm going 2-1. But the history's saying 2-1. And we've got a full house. We've got a hat-trick of 2-1. So 2-1 from me. 2-1 the history. I actually initially put 1-1 for this particular fixture. And then 2-1 the form is saying as well. I'm like I say, I'm expecting this particular game week to put egg on all our faces. If I just quickly show you what I did again for those joining us now. How the hell have I been speaking for an hour and 10 minutes? That is ludicrous. It's 10 o'clock. Wow. Flaming hell. So I did Lucas Moura in for Kevin De Bruyne so I could fund the move for Harry Kane. The only reason why I've done it is because just to have 2 Tottenham assets in, but I'm fully aware that Kevin De Bruyne was probably going to outscore probably both Moura and Kane together. Cheers, Rodrigo. You'll see me on a members video at some point. Not today, but... Yeah, I'm fully aware that Lucas Moura is going to do absolutely nothing, but I did predict that I'm expecting at least between 9 and 10 points over the next 2 fixtures. That's what I'm expecting. He seems to be in Jose Mourinho's good books. When he came off against Southampton, Mick was saying, no son, I'm not. I couldn't buy him. I couldn't buy him, so there's no point in me getting him in. I'm not going to get rid of Salah and Jota or to bring in Son. Or more to the point, I'm not going to take out Salah for Son. Forget that. I needed Kane, because obviously Kane is the player of scoring ability and the only player that seems to be able to do anything for Tottenham. And with his effective ownership going to be about 342%, you'd be a fool not to have Harry Kane, and it's such a shame really. But I'm calling it now. I'm expecting Salah, Jota, Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandes, Cavani, Greenwood, as mentioned earlier, maybe even Rashford. I reckon they're going to do better than the Tottenham assets. Anyhow, on that note, let's do a quick bit of admin, shall we? So, just to remind everybody that Jason is going to be going live, hopefully about 6 o'clock tomorrow, and he is going to be doing, please support him, go and watch us tomorrow, support Jason. He's doing pretty much a 4-hour stream. So he's going to be going between 6 and 10 o'clock tomorrow. He's going to be doing, the usual Rate My Team deadline day stream, hopefully. He's trying to start it as early as possible, probably about 6 o'clock. He then said on his stream the other day that he's going to be covering the Everton versus Tottenham game, so watch that. And basically, I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Jason's stream. Sorry, my mind went blank. So go support Jason tomorrow. He's going to be doing a very, very long stream. Follow us on Twitter at Elite FPL. If you're unaware, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, I've got a new Twitter account again. There I am. At Total Stevo. If you're into fun videos and stuff, I've got my own, as I've put it up on here now. There I am. Look at that. What a transition. I've got my own YouTube channel there, Total Stevo. So if you want to go and subscribe on there and watch all things deathcore, death metal, you name it. I just basically just watch videos and have a bit of fun with it. Talk about bands that I used to love and all that malarkey. So yeah, Total Stevo. But just if you want to follow me on Twitter, go to at Total Stevo, which is right there on screen. Other than that, if you've enjoyed the streams, the usual story, by all means hit that like button. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button as per norm. Where is it here? Yes, there I am there on Twitter. And other than that, all I can say is have a good week. Oh yeah, that's what I would say. If you do enjoy the content myself and Jason do and want to support the channel, then why not become a member? It costs $1.99, and if you want to support the show, then why not become a member, where we do additional content, virtually daily videos, talking all things fantasy football and various other nonsense. Basically, they're personalised videos for anybody that wants to join us on the Discord, and essentially ask me a question in the members chat. So there's a members chat menu, thread, whatever you want to call it, on Discord. Link is in the description. In fact, there is that link. So the link is in the description, and you get to ask me personal questions, which I can just do a members video on, and I'll just talk to you about it essentially. And obviously last week myself and Capkin did if you remember last week, Capkin said that he'd like to do a members video with me. And he was speaking with me for an hour and a half. So there's an hour and a half of myself and Capkin Gaming talking about his wild card and whatnot. And also talking about Vince Chapman's team. And I think Marty McFly, his team was there as well. So if you want to support the show, why not become a member? Like I said, it's only $1.99. It just, just supports the channel basically. And just daily videos on that. Other than that, I will catch you later and see you soon. Cheers and thanks for joining me.